Look at, oh geez, water. It's kind of, I just hit myself with the palette. It's kind of play with all that off one. What? Hello my beautiful babes, what is up? It's Brandi. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, and if you are new, welcome. You guys, it's another spooky video, and I'm so excited to show you guys this look here that I created. It was really inspired by this witchy color story that I so happened to scroll past on my Pinterest. I loved the colors so much, and I decided to create a look solely based on it, and here we are. So if you guys are interested in how I created this look, then you should definitely keep on watching. Let's just ignore this part of my hair. I have 3 braids going into one, and she's curling for some reason. I don't know why this side is and the other one isn't, but if my hair is poking out, looking a little bit odd, that's why. One of those things where your hair looks crazy, but at the end it comes out looking really good. The smaller brushes worked really well last time, so I'm going to use them again. I'm going to begin by taking the Bloodlust Palette and taking the shade Dungeon, which literally almost blends in with the palette itself. I knew it. I knew the dishwasher was gonna be done as soon as I started filming. Well, it's gonna have to wait. Like I was saying, lightly tapping that in the outer corner of the lid and crease. Slowly dragging that shade in my upper crease all the way to the inner corner as much as I possibly can. I'm not going too heavy-handed because this is a dark shadow and it's always better to start off with a little bit. I've learned the hard way over the years. By the way, can we talk about the color in the background? It is so freaking fun. I don't really talk about like my beauty setup and my filming equipment. If you guys want me to do a video on that, let me know, because I would be more than happy to share all the products that I've used throughout the years and what I believe works. It's been 3 years, but I feel like I've finally nailed the lighting portion. I'm actually going to drag that shade about halfway on the lid. These shapes are not 100% perfect, and you know what? It's okay. We're just gonna roll with it. You guys, I am so excited for this next shade because it is so freaking beautiful, and that is Vile Serpent. Like, oh, look at how gorgeous this bad boy is. Whoa. Okay, that is, yeah. That's pigmented. Lightly tapping that in the center of my eyelid. You could go in with concealer and do a half cut crease, but I just find it easier to do it this way. I feel like everything blends in a million times better. Blues and purples I find can be very annoying when blending sometimes, so I like to begin by tapping and then lightly dragging. That way the shade is initially there and I don't have to worry about any patchiness. This is definitely a lot darker than I originally planned. So don't know what I'm gonna do to fix that, but until then I'm gonna go back in with the brush from before and go back and forth between those 2 shades. That way they could blend really nicely together. I think that's as good as it's gonna get for the moment. I still can't get over that we're in September. Like, trust me, obviously I'm very excited for fall and the holidays. I just can't get over how fast the time really flies when you get older. Like, they weren't kidding. Guys, I still feel like I just graduated high school. And that's a complete lie because my 10-year reunion is coming up literally next year. What the frick? I used to be the baby in the group at my job. Now I'm the old lady, and trust me, I'm not exaggerating and being like, oh, I'm such an old lady, although I do feel like that some days. No, one of my coworkers called me a grandma, and I said, excuse you, sir, F you, ya douche. I am older than you guys, but I am not that old. I'm gonna go into the Blue Blood palette and take the shade Flourishing. It reminds me of like Vile Serpent, but this is a lot brighter, and I'm hoping, did you guys even see that shade? Sorry. And I'm hoping this will brighten it up. I'm using a concealer brush. I don't know how well this is going to apply, but let's give it a go. Wow, that will definitely work. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever used this shade. I'm using a lot of new colors today. Wow, this is so stinking beautiful. Whoa. I really want my eyes to pop, so I'm just dragging that slightly into the inner corner. Again, making sure that everything blends perfectly, but in all honesty, all these shades just blended so effortlessly together. Like, what the heck? This is making my life so easy. This shade is already so pigmented. Imagine if I actually used white concealer to cut the crease. Like, oh my goodness. Then it really, really would pop even more. Oh, this is so pretty. I definitely extended the purple out a little bit too much. Yeah, you could definitely see it on this side. Definitely gotta fix that. You guys can just skip this part. I'm just showing you this for those who might have done what I did and extended the purple a little bit out. To fix it, I'm just gonna go in with I'm Cold and a hint of Wealthy. Lightly tap that, my voice, sorry. Lightly tap that in the inner corner and slowly buff it out. This side isn't that crazy, luckily. I'm Cold is really pretty, but I'm gonna go in with Mint Tea just because that has a I don't know what that was. It's more of a blue-green. That's what I'm trying to say here. This is why I don't film 2 times in 1 week. I can barely handle 1. You give me 2, this is what happens. A hot mess. Like I said, this look is a little bit darker than I had originally planned. To brighten it up, I'm gonna go into Blood Queen. I ran out of my precise bling brushes, so I have to switch over to ColourPop. I hate mixing brushes when filming. I don't know why. It's like a OCD thing. Anyway, placing this along the edges. Just slowly blend it out. This is definitely not the right brush for this. Oh gosh, yeah, that's not pretty. That blending is not the best, and it's because of the brush, so hopefully switching to this one will help save it. Look at the difference between the two. This side looks so much better than the other one. To brighten it up even more, going into Royal Pain, placing this over Blood Queen, dragging that down in the inner corner and the edges all the way to the brow bone. I'm going to switch over to the Jawbreaker palette and take Bubblegum and Good Morning, placing it exactly where we did before. And the reason why I'm doing this is because Royal Pain didn't do exactly what I wanted to do. There we go. This is what I wanted. My hair is caught in my lashes. What the frick? For the bottom lashes, I'm going to go back into Blood Queen and run this all over. This brush wasn't good to blend out the top, but it is working wonders for this bottom lash line, let me tell you. Ooh, this looks so pretty. Where'd the palette go? Oh, there it is. I want to blend it out just a tad more. Whatever is left on the brush from Good Morning and Bubblegum, I'm going to use that to blend out the edges, mainly focusing it in the inner corner and then lightly dragging it out. Almost lost my palette. By the way, I'm sorry if the angle might have changed. I don't know if it did or not. It could be the seat. It could be because I had to change the camera battery. If so, I do apologize. I didn't know what I was going to use for the brow bone, but then I forgot. I have my blue. There's so many blood collections. I can't figure out which one I was trying to say. The Blood Sugar palette. That's what I'm gonna get. I love playing with these palettes I haven't used in a while. For the brow bone, I'm gonna take Candy Floss. You know how many times I said I have to clean this mirror and I keep forgetting to do it? My goal for the end of the year is to clean the mirror. Because I've been saying it for how long? At least a year, maybe even longer. It's something that's so easy and it takes a couple of seconds. I'm like, don't worry, I'll do it, and it hasn't happened yet, unfortunately. Look at how gorgeous that is. Oh my goodness. Last but not least is the brow bone. We just did that. Last but not least is the inner corner, and I'm gonna go into the Blood Money palette. Grab, what is this? Divine Intervention. I don't regret this. It's so stunning. I couldn't speak for a second. Wow. I'm gonna quickly hop off camera and do the, I already did the base of my face. I'm just gonna quickly do the final touches and then I'll be right back with the final look. Alright, I am back and this is the final look. Real quickly, let me go over the details that I did while I was off camera. Starting off with eyeliner, I used the ColourPop BFF Cream Gel Liner in Plum Smash. I use this in my waterline. You guys, it matches perfectly for lips. This was a little improvisation. I recently went through my makeup, got rid of a couple of products, and unfortunately that meant letting go of the only black lipstick that I owned. I had to get rid of it because she was starting to smell like chemicals. I would get one from the drugstore, but they only like to bring black around Halloween time, unfortunately, which I believe should change because there are other people who like to wear black lipstick all year round, not just Halloween, and it's very frustrating. But anyway, moving on from that little side rant, I did go in with his Velour lip liner in the shade Weirdo. If I didn't have this, I don't know what I would do. And then I finished off the lips using his gloss formula in the shade Ice Cold. This with a black lip is so freaking beautiful. Like, don't take my word for it. Look. I mean, are you kidding me? That is so freaking gorgeous. You could just see pink pearl reflex in there and it just makes this black lip even more delicious. And last but not least, I am wearing my new favorite pair of lashes. They are from the Dollar Tree. I mentioned it in my last video. I am mentioning it again, and I will probably mention it from now until the series is over, in all honesty. I am wearing the Ioni 3D Faux Mink. They're in the style Natural Light Doll. They're perfect. They're perfect. I'm gonna leave it as simple as that since I already ranted about it in my last video. But yeah, you guys, that is basically it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, as well as hang the notification bell. As always, all the products that I mentioned today will be listed down below in the description box. I love you guys so much, and I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Bye.